right, I think that should do it. Hey guys, hey, how you doing? Hey, hi, it's me. Hi, it's Jack Drinko. How you doing? I'm so I'm bothered by something that I really shouldn't be surprised by at this point. Like, I was listening back to one of the episodes, which I don't normally do, but I was doing it for like a specific reason. Um, and I heard my voice, and it sounded so blown out, and like I have no idea what to do with it, which is I'm getting a little not upset, but like maybe impatient is the word. No, I feel like I should know this by now, and like I have all sorts of stuff that I had heard would help. And okay, but one of the things is that in the mixer that I got not too long ago, there's an option that I can hear the sound. I can hear my microphone. Like I'm getting the headphone mix, so to speak. If you know, it's not that obtuse to hear headphone mix and kind of intuit what that means. But like, I'm supposedly I'm getting what you guys are hearing in my headphones without needing to, and with a push of a button, like bam, and now I'm hearing myself. Supposedly this is how I sound like to you guys, but whenever I hear it back from the recording, it always sounds like blown out and weird. It's not what I'm hearing, and so I try and like do some like gating or some effects on it, and then I do it and I do some test recordings on my own time to make sure it sounds all right. And I'm satisfied with how the test recordings sound, and then I start the proper recording, and then it just sounds different. I don't know, man. I'm pulling my hair out, man. But whatever. It's not. You aren't here to hear me talk about my weird mic troubles. Any additional things can happen at the end of the episode, but like, it just bothers me, because this is the idea behind this whole series, starting way back over to the Fate Stay Night, is I want you to. The platonic ideal of what you guys are doing while listening to this is you were doing something else. You're doing your homework, you're at work, you're just fucking doing dailies or some shit. Like it is important to me that I am not the main visual focus, but the vocal focus, let's say, the audio focus. And just knowing that like it's not what I would listen to, let's say. Like it's not up to personal par. It's just the back of my brain. But whatever. Yeah, we're back. We're back to Ataraxia. I apologize for. I don't want to quite say missing Monday. Monday was Labor Day. If you didn't already know, to kind of date the thing a little bit. Supposedly, you're not supposed to date the episodes, but like, it's not a big deal. Monday was Labor Day, and so I had neither work nor school, so I took advantage of it by goofing off and having naps. Fortunately, I was so enthralled by a game that I was playing, Bloons Tower Defense, not really an old game because it's a new one, but an old favorite of mine, let's say. And for 3 hours, I played it and just completely blew past like the 12 o'clock in noon times time that I would normally have done the episode of Extra. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just hit my afternoon time, and it'll be like it'll be like I planned it entirely. But then because of other circumstances, I was unable to hit my 10:15 time. And I knew ahead of time I was not gonna hit that 10:15 time. So no stream that day. Uh, if you guys didn't already know and you were watching this, I do have a Twitter. Maybe I should put a link in the description so that you guys can fucking see that, huh? I have a Twitter. Predominantly, it's used for stream times. Like, hey, like a little while ago, I had said, hey, 30 minutes to stream time, guys, and stuff like that. It'll be like, I don't know, an hour to stream, 30 minutes to stream. I'm running late, and it's right now. But I do some other things sometimes. It's not really super developed. I'm not really big. I was never really big on the whole social media, tweeting out all your thoughts things, but I'm trying to get into the swing of it. Predominantly the things that aren't like stream announcements is like roll threads for Grand Order and maybe other things if I've decided. But like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to work on it. Supposedly it's supposed to be good for you, but like I'm just not. All the thoughts that I have in my head, I express to my friends in either private chat, private DMs, or like the server we have. But anyway, I didn't mean to have a whole 10-minute. Sometimes I'll have like a 10-minute like gab sesh, and it's intentional when I do it like that. However, this was not intentional. Truly, I had only wanted to do a brief little thing on some other stuff, but things lead to other things. You can't really be sure what you're gonna say, although you try to hope you monitor yourself. Although, on the plus side, apparently, the videos and all that nonsense does better if you are if you wait 30 minutes for engagement. I'm not really super about that, but like, hey, if it helps people see these more, and also like it gets someone in here so they can be like, hey, your sound sounds fucked up right now. Here's how you can fix it. I'd be like, fucking sick, man. Hit me up with it. But this is the third time I've tried to get in. I'm diving in before I can derail myself again. Let's go. We are in the middle the beginning of the first day. And there's someone new to talk to at the Emmy house. Saber, I promise I'll get to you later. I'm genuinely curious as to who this is going to be. Because it's someone we haven't seen before. Or it's Shiro being left alone to his thoughts. We'll see. For no reason whatsoever, I end up at the storehouse. Huh? Did I forget something here? I don't remember leaving anything of importance in the storehouse, but let's check it out anyway. So, what am I doing? After fumbling with the junk and cleaning up the shelves, I finally remembered my original intention. Although the storehouse is overflowing with junk, there's nothing really misplaced here. No, since this lost object had no clear definition in the first place, it is now destined to be forever missing. But this is kind of bugging me. What if it's that I've left behind? What is it that I've left behind, I wonder? Let me try applying my fist to my forehead. Sadly, the external application of force brought no flashes of insight with it, leaving nothing but pain behind. No. Did I bump my head on something while I was asleep? I only hit it lightly, yet I feel numbingly sharp pain in my forehead. Bad enough to bring up disturbing images of an arrow piercing through my skull. I wonder if anybody who... I wonder if we know somebody who fucking shoots arrows or some shit. Seeing how I've already searched for it all over, it's not even in the storehouse. It's not like I use it for anything but repairing broken stuff. Not like I use it for anything but repairing broken stuff. No way I leave anything important in here. Thus, having reached consensus with myself, I leave the storehouse. Huh? As I step outside, a strong sense of unease hits me one last time. What about the storehouse? But something about what I just said. Okay, you're not gonna. Okay. It's not like I use it for anything but repairing broken stuff. No way I leave anything important here. Whatever. To the streets! Mitsuzuri. Talk to Castor again. Lancer always has something to talk about. Castor, Lancer, Mitsuzuri. You know what? Mitsuzuri's been waiting for a while. Let's go talk to Mitsuzuri. The only classmate whose name I remember. As I'm walking along with no particular goal in mind looking for clues. Yeah, what a surprise. What brings you here? I suddenly come across Mitsuzuri. What do you mean? It's not like there's something odd about taking a walk in the park. Just something to pass the time. Aren't you here for a walk too? Me? I don't have that much free time. Ah, that's right. You have lots of free time, huh? Alright then, I have a job for you. Go see someone as a former archery club member. Huh? Remember Seda-san, third year? Turn that down. Kind of. The somewhat restless girl, the ponytail, right? Right. She was suddenly hospitalized, and visiting her on behalf of the archery club ended up being my responsibility. What's the injury? As usual, you only worry about somebody else's problems. Don't worry, it's nothing serious, just acute intestinal inflammation. That sounds painful. And so I need to get flowers, get well gifts and stuff. Well, present Captain Mata is busy with something, so I volunteered as the former captain. Yeah, didn't you graduate or something? Or are you just a third year? Huh? The florist's storefront caught me by surprise. Oh, that's pretty. Floor was filthy. Well, it might have been kind of rude, but it certainly didn't feel very clean. Now it looks like a completely different store. Welcome. I'm going to say this in a neutral tone because I don't know who's speaking. Oh, the new clerk's coming. Bit enthusiastic, maybe. A tall man in an apron suddenly emerges from the back. I know yep. You know I was gonna visit you today, but I decided to go visit my friend. Hey, what's up? He really looks like someone that I know. Huh. No way. That guy? Florist? It's probably just a coincidence. But he's actually looking at me with a. Oh, it's you, kid. What's up? Yeah, it's him. No doubt about it. Ah, I mean, what are you doing here, Lancer? Can't you tell just by looking? Part-time's a part-time job. A youngster like you wouldn't know. It ain't that mysterious. Oh, a youngster like you would know. It ain't that mysterious. First of all, the way that apron suits you is a mystery. I mean, like, it's very slimming, man. Job, man. Don't say that. Can't knock on a stranger's door and expect their hospitality to include food and drink in this era. Gotta pay off at least the drinking allowance, you know? Is that right? Sounds like even you have a rough. Yeah, but still, there's a side benefit. This place is like a lure if I put some effort into it. Uh-huh. What do you think? Lancer points to the storefront. What's the side benefit? Do you know him, Emil? Someone I'd rather not know as well as I do, actually. You two seem rather close, though. Welcome, miss. Are you looking for a flower? I need a bouquet for a hospital visit? Can I browse something in my budget? Mrs. quickly puts up 2 fingers. Nodding, Lancer starts picking out flowers skillfully. He really does act like an actual florist. Flowers for a hospital visit, you say? Looks like a student of Homahura. Was it a friend of yours that this misfortune has befallen? A fellow club member. The archery club, to be exact. What? Oh, okay. In this day and age, when people have no sense of duty or honor, the dedication to offer a flower to a fallen compatriot is something to be admired. I couldn't quite get along with bow practitioners before, but it sounds like you'd be just fine. It seems this man mistakenly sees the archery club as some sort of combat group, whose members watch each other's backs at a bloody battle. I'm moved. I mean, to tears. Passing away in the care of a woman like you, that guy will surely rest in peace. It's more blessing than a warrior could ever hope for. But she isn't dying. What we want isn't a plural tribute. What the heck are you making? I stop him as Lancer swiftly picks out a burial flower collection. But to be honest, Ibuki did show a pretty good sense of style. Oh, warrior. Do you happen to practice martial arts too? Well, more or less, be it swords, bows, or even tanks. Spears are my specialty, though. Sujitsu, the ancient martial art? What kind of ancient art is that supposed to be? His expression seems to ask. Mitsuzuri, I think, you should leave it at that. But aside, Lancer, mind making us a get well bouquet instead? What's that attitude, Emiya? Are you saying I shouldn't be interested in martial arts? I'm saying you should be interested in this guy. Until I had a lot happen. He's holding a grudge. One persistent guy he is. You're alive now, how about you call it off? Oh, that's right, I forgot. I think I would hold a grudge too if this fucking guy killed me at least once. I have a dreadful hypothesis. This is the kind of guy that goes, "That ain't no murder, no one found out," after stabbing someone's heart. I mean, I don't know what it is, but being a sore loser isn't nice. You may have given up the bow, but please don't lose the martial arts spirit with it. Sulking over something so trivial. What's with that? Ooh. You can brush it off with a "you're alive," so what's the problem? This world ought to be one big coliseum with fountains of blood and gore. But you know, I've never been an experiment before. Actually, I practiced with the Naginata myself. Ah, now that you mention it, isn't that your special? Who the fuck is talking? Isn't that your specialty? Yeah, it has a strong reputation as a kind of martial arts suited for weak girls, so it's not very popular with guys. Who the fuck is talking? Whose expression was the one that was changing, but like... You know what, whatever. Well, something like a halberd, basically. But you know, there's no such thing as gender among warriors. It's only about whether you're fit for the job or not. At any rate, my own spear... Wait, that's... A 2-meter-long spear is being easily swung around by the florist's gentle hand. Like, he just brought it out? What the fuck? They're transformed into a whip by the flick of his wrist. The spear roams freely about the shop. That's right. It's been passed on to me by a certain female warrior. Too bad it's not well known in this land. That female warrior is... Yeah, nice. Not a single petal fell in the flower-filled shop, and nothing but the desired flowers were plucked out. Strange stuff. I mean, wow. It sure is an unusual technique. An unusual guy whipping out a spear to cut some flowers, more like it. Well, young lady, perhaps you and me could be spear brothers? Not at all. The skill this magnificent. Someone like me couldn't stand to compare. Nah, more than skill. No, it's more than skill. It's the utter lack of common sense needed to wave around a spear inside a flower shop. Wait. No, I was right the first time. Nah, more so than skill. It's the utter lack of common sense needed to wave around a spear inside a flower shop, huh? Yeah, you too, Mitsuzuri. Why did you happen to study spearmanship? I'd definitely be, happy if you could spare some time to tell me about it. I have as many old stories as there are flowers here, if not more. Alright, and done. Lancer hands over the finished product. It's soft and tender, as if expressing its creator's feelings, and with such amazing skill of his. Mitsuzuri keeps admiring the bouquet. It really is great. Oh, it really is great. Huh? Huh? Flowers look their best, especially in the hands of a beautiful martial artist. What a sight for sore eyes. Ooh. Honestly, I can kind of see it. It works. It works, I think. Lancer's actually decently charming. Lancer laughs as he brushes off his apron. This ain't flattering. It's just the truth. But you know, it's all fine with me. Mitsuzuri smiles happily. I've known her since she came to Homahara, and this is the first time I've seen her act girl-like. Well, this one's on me. He gives the surprised Mitsuzuri one more flower. This is... for you, who remembers her comrade in arms. An amber flower. Does not suit you? It's not that. It's just, I was just a little surprised. Which reminds me, I haven't asked your name. Which reminds me, I haven't asked you your name. Well, call me Lancer. It's the name I go by nowadays. Okay, my name is... Oh! Ayako. Ah! Ryder? Oh, wait. Why are you here? I work around here, actually. And so the scent of flowers and Ayako caught me. Are you into Ayako? What the... The flowers, right. So you came here to pick up some? I know. I came out to this place to have lunch. It was more, for you than the flowers, Ayako. What does your lunch have to do with me? It's time for another Rebel's bad habits to show up. It seems that you took a liking to the Mitsuzuri and is now closing in as if already on a date. All I want is a normal love. What? Hey, miss! The flowers! Come back! She run off with them? She's running away. They learned a lot about a side of Mitsuzuri I never knew existed. So what's with dragging me along for shopping, I wonder? What a fucking scene. Ryder's just fucking all over the place, hitting on fucking everybody. Oh, hey. Just call it a day. There's nothing new around the Amiya, so let's just... We'll go to bed early. Skip our nighttime things. Sakura's got the... Oh, shit. Someone new at Tosaka's? Or something new at Tosaka's. Nothing over here. I could talk to the caster. Let's go see what's up with the Tosaka residence. I don't like that music. It's revenge. Tosaka residence cleaning strategy that can never be fulfilled by just one person. Sweet revenge. Right. 4 people is perfect. 2 warriors in the vanguard, 2 mages in the rear. An attack formation. An attack formation? Maybe I should have become a cleric instead. Do not worry, Ryder and I will both be there. We will not leave the 2 of you in danger. This isn't just cleaning, we're discussing a pretty risky adventure here. One could think we're talking about a haunted mansion infested with evil spirits. However, this aura, it brings out the memories of my warrior past and the mystery of ancient castles. I'm tingling with excitement. Unusual as it is, I agree. I, too, feel a longing, not unlike that of an aged parental home from his house. Yeah, weird. But monsters in Tozaka's house? Oh no, there's gotta be some. A certain one being a prime example. What's fun? Oh, that's starting to look more and more like a dungeon. Yeah, we open into the treasure guarded by some kind of demon. Something like a dragon or a giant. This is an interesting sprite. Madam, we should not dally any further here. I have the key. To unseal once. Sakura, calm down and do it like I taught you. It should be no problem for you now. Right, it's all fine. What was that? It's now open. Let's go, Shiro. After you, Sakura. Ryder gently pushes on Sakura's shoulder. Right, excuse me for intruding. Should you not be saying I'm home? I guess I can only say that it's Senpai's house. I see. Well, then please excuse me as well. Wait, nope, that's Saber's voice. Whatever. Huh? Ryder coming in last is looking around the entranceway. Huh? Senpai, there's signs of repair still left on the door. And the tiles are kind of dirty also. Yeah, isn't it fine that if it's been repaired? We'll be cleaning the tiles in a moment, so it's all good. The entranceway tiles have speckles of milk all over them. Milk, you say? Wait, the doorway's repaired. Interesting. I'll take care of the kitchen then. And we'll do the heavy lifting. Ryder takes out an apron. Please do. You'd better change as well, Saber. You'll be covered in dust soon. Yes, I shall be over there. Oh. It's the one she wears for Guda Guda events. Alright then. She changed into her combat spirit order, didn't she? Letting you mention his biggest Tozaka is going to require an extra bit of effort from all four of us. Yep. Thank you for waiting. Where should we start? The Demonic Castle Adventure comedy is over already. Was there a custom of cleaning... Oh. Was there a custom of cleaning with your armor on in Old Britain? No, this is my own precaution. This is a mage's workshop. You never know what kind of danger might be lurking around. I have already learned my lesson once at my former guardian's workshop. Former guardian? Since then, the lesson remains deep in my mind. Make even Saber wear full armor. Something unthinkable must have happened back then. As well as never stealing food again. The moment I ate it, I became torture. Not with water torture, more akin to syrup torture. I'm sorry, I had to die. That is called suffering the consequences. What is he doing? Shiro. Ryder beckons me over. Whoa, what's up, Ryder? If Saber wanders around the house like that, she may well end up breaking fixtures. Yeah, I wonder if it wasn't the royal court mage that actually learned the lesson after letting her roam the workshop. But hey, Saber, hold on a moment. What is it? You know, since we're dividing up the work, how about we leave the basement to you? Ryder and I'll clean one floor each. Understood. I will follow your plan. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Right. If it's anything like the stone storeroom, there shouldn't be anything to break. Ryder and I secretly breathe a collective sigh of relief. I guess Sakura continued to take the kitchen. We should probably move this over here. Alright, let's put it... Oh, we should probably move this over here. Alright, let's put it here. The three-person sofa is easily lifted off the ground like some kind of stage prop. You're a big help, Raider. That is because I'm the strong woman. Yeah, we really do appreciate it. Now then, I guess I'll do the floor. Shall we wipe down the furnishings as well? Probably not. They'll look antique. Let's ask Sakura to do that. Delicate hands and all that. Understood. Also, Chiro, what have you been sprinkling around since earlier? Used tea leaves. Tea leaves? Yeah, if you do that, the hairs should come right off the carpet easier. Interesting. You sprinkle plenty of well-dried leaves around, then pick them up with a vacuum cleaner. Just like that. See? Hairs get picked up easy together with the tea leaves. Tricks in the trade, I see. Interesting. As I look around to see how much hair is left around. Just like that, the cleaning goes along smooth and quiet. Well, it's not like I have any tea leaves or anything. Kitchen matters should be safe in Sakura's hands. And apart from that, well, Saber went to the basement. Better than the Monto basement. It's it's this place. I did ask Rin about this once. Just prior to the Holy Grail War, she was going to summon... I did ask Rin about this once. Just prior to the Holy Grail War, she was going to summon me here. But ended up summoning Archer instead. What did she use as a catalyst, I wonder? Nothing. Fair harbor raid. Dumbbell sandbag expander. That's right, she remodeled. Are these catalysts? I wonder just what kind of serving did Rin intend to summon? An open family-sized bag of protein in a place like this. And creatine? Amino acids? So the swordsman that Rin had in mind. Well, he does have quite the strong... Yeah! It's her little chibi! It's fucking great. Too bad, Rin. Looks like the stars had other plans for the two of us. But I can certainly see summoning a muscular archer with these catalysts. Perhaps she thought I liked to train a lot? One worthy of being Saber should, daily with a barbell. Oops, shit. Are you okay? She's using her damage portrait, damn. A sword isn't something you wave around with force. A noble phantasm already has natural strength hidden inside. Applying too much brute force will only hinder it. Indeed, but with this walking exercise... He's on a treadmill? Yeah, they're pretty nice. I think my favorite is the treadmill. A stationary bike, a body blade, even a balance ball. Ooh, even a pull-up bar. Well, in this case, I definitely should also. Saber, what are you doing? Saber, what are you doing? I call it to her distant self. Well, it sure looks like I unintentionally caught her in the middle of having quite a bit of fun. Jiro, These are the catalysts Rin left behind. I was testing them all one by one, just in case they absorbed magical energy, transformed, and now can exert some evil influence. Things left in a mage's workshop could gain a will of their own through magical energy, and then attack intruders. I have seen it happen before. I try to imagine being attacked by a pull-up bar. Definitely not something I'd get out of alive, that. Oh, no, Saber, this is Tosaka's training equipment, not some magical ingredients or catalysts or anything. Is that so? There's no need for, like, large-scale rituals anymore, so she's probably just using the place as a storeroom. She sure has a lot of them. All kinds, too. Oh. In that case, I shall continue with the cleaning. Should I put these training implements back in their respective places? Yeah, no need to go overboard in the basement, though. I'll leave the outside cleanup to you as well, but you'll be, do you need any help? No, I will be fine by myself. Please take care of the rest of the house, Shiro. She bows, to which I reply with a nod. All right, next up. Tosaka's room, I guess? I think Archer should really be here for this. Unless he's dead. Sakura? Sakura's reading something in Tosaka's room. But as soon as she heard me coming in, she hurriedly hides what she was reading. Sakura, what do you got there? What you reading?
It's not like I was looking for Nissan's diary to read it, you know? A letter written in English fell out while I was straightening the sheets, and I just so happened to look over it.
That's too bad. It was Tosaka's fault for not keeping your correspondence safe. But a letter in English.
Yes, this one here.
The envelope that Sakura hands me is the airmail border has the airmail border on it. Overseas, huh? Where's it from?
From that.
Ugh, that. A letter from the Mages Association. Tosaka is the mage overlooking this region, so it's not that odd for her to receive direct instructions, orders, and other things of that nature.
Nissan has it tough too. Look, she's been dropping letters and documents all around.
She'll end up losing something like that eventually. Envelopes with seals ripped wide open and other stationery are piling up. Kiritsugu's never been approached by... Wait, he was independent. That's not really a surprise. He's kind of squatting, so to speak.
They never came to our house either. But give it to Nissan.
Putting the letter back inside the envelope, Sakura slips it back into the sheets it came from. I know she's just being cautious, but wouldn't it be better to leave it on her desk?
I gotta write a letter too. Did promise after all.
Like the current state of affairs and stuff?
Yeah, she did say to let her know if something were to happen. I'll write it myself. Is there anything you want me to pass on to her?
Can't really think of anything. How about I give you my comments later?
Sure. I'll be writing it after dinner. Once I think it over, you can come to my room around then.
I promise to deliver a message to a distant far land, just like that. Moving Tosaka's room to Sakura, I'm off to the neighboring guest room, as I'm turning towards the hallway. I noticed you're looking around the room with distant longing in her eyes. Sakura?
I'm sorry, Senpai. This room has a nostalgic atmosphere. And I got lost in thought for a bit.
I see. Still remember the past?
Well, almost none of it. It seems I had a room of my own, but it's gone now as well.
I see.
Oh, but...
She picks up a picture frame from the table.
I do remember the events around this time quite well, actually.
Tosaka gave you that ribbon, didn't she? I heard that the ribbon Sakura wears in her hair was actually given to her by Tosaka a long time ago. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, you can. This one. This is like purplish one.
It was Nissan's favorite ribbon. She made it herself. Hair and hair ties are a female mage's final trump cards, so she made a special one.
And then gave it to you when you were separated.
Yes. Nissan tied it into my hair too.
I see. So Tosaka at least gave her sister, whom she could not meet again, a precious parting gift. That Tosaka. She's never this nice in daily life, and yeah.
And then she charged me a reasonable 3-carat emerald at a 3% annual rate, interest payable in installments as a bonus.
We're really now a loan shark at that age. Wait, what? Tosaka, you were a Scrooge even at that age?
So I thought as a child. With an interest rate of 3% compounded annually, wouldn't it make a 4 or 5 carat emerald after 15 years? And when she says installments, does she mean 12 times a year? 24 times a year? What about early repayment? Can I substitute with a diamond?
Hold on. How did this discredit a discussion about loans?
Nessa was always like that, actually.
Osaka, you. How me? I guess I've experienced a tenth of her dreadful potential myself.
By the way, senpai, that's not really it. Despite the harsh topic,
Despite the harsh topic, Sakura's smile is as cheerful as ever.
you see, the more she cares about someone, the more she puts them in her debt.
What? Huh? How does that make sense?
If she had just given this to me as a present, that would be the end of that, wouldn't it? Nessan didn't want that. Since I was important to her, she gave me a large debt. That's what I was thinking when she told me with a deadly serious face. Make sure you pay it back no matter what, Sakura. Nessa. Nessa will remember me forever, so she gave me a big loan. That's too much for me to repay. So that's why she keeps putting you in her debt too, I think.
So that's how it was. And here I thought it was just shameful of me causing trouble for her and owing her all the time.
But on the other hand, having her OU is more like impressive, isn't it? If you don't get her to sign something like an IOU, she won't fully honor it later.
I have a feeling you need more than a notarized document or a court order. Tosaka you're dealing with here.
I gotta keep learning it. Just once say. You owe me, Nessan. Like something like that.
Kind of like, didn't they have that kind of an exchange down in the depths during? You know what? That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Probably will at this rate. Keep the conversation a secret from Tosaka, okay?
Right. She'd definitely get mad if she knew.
We share a bit of a laugh. I have a feeling I've come to understand one of Tosaka's more complex sides, but more now. So,
Sakura, there's something I want to ask you. That's right. There's still cleaning to do.
shit. At this rate, the sun will set before we're done.
All right, let's make this extra efficient, Senpai.
Right.
Anfang Middlestadt. Did it work, Ryder? Yes. Well done.
And thus the Tosaka household cleaning comes to an end. Good work, everyone. I think that was Sakura. Whatever. The three of you are a great help. I'm really much obliged.
No, it's just nothing.
You too, Shiro. Good luck today.
Yes, after all, you ended up helping everyone anyway.
We leave the now empty Tosaka residence behind us. Who knows when its master will return? But until then, keeping it sparkling clean is our job. We're like her maids or something. Decided to send a letter to Ren. Free action at night. Emi residence. Sakura's writing up a letter. Interesting. That's something at school. Saber's got a new thing at the residence. Ooh. Let's go talk to a boy here. To finish off the inspection of the heaters that seem particularly out of shape before winter hits, I come back to the student council room. Normally, Issei would accompany me, but today he seems to have some student council matters to attend to, so I've been managing on my own. Hey, Issei, I'm pretty much... I open the door somewhat abruptly and suddenly see Issei with Mitsuzuri inside. Done, but... Huh. Not only is this pairing quite rare, the fact that their shoulders are getting closer, much to the point of touching, is quite unusual, too. I don't really think, but I mean, like, I don't really know them either. Hope briefly appears in my frozen mind. He sees those red clothes as a sign of evil, but this time, It's all right. I'm desperately grasping at straws.
Listen, Shiro, you know how they say those who disturb another's romance will get kicked by a horse and die? You wouldn't, would you? Pain aside, of course.
It's harsh. Shit. Oh no. I knew it. Getting lazy. It's harsh. It depends on the timing and situation, but after receiving a critical injury, I usually prefer to be left alone to die quietly. Sorry. Pardon me for interrupting. Obeying the divine revelation, I closed the door. Ugh, that was close. Who would have thought that Issei and Mitsuzuri were in a relationship? Well, with those two, I'm sure it'll be fine. Probably. Weight of a brick in my chest, I decided to go home. Emiya, wait, where are you going? Well, I did what you asked, so I'm gonna go home. Haha, Emiya! It's alright. Come back in. I didn't interrupt you guys, or... Shut up, don't complain. I get dragged back inside the student council room just like that. So it was all a misunderstanding, huh? Should've just told me from the start. You left before I could correct. Now go and reflect on your actions. So this is my fault now? She seems to be laughing, and she isn't smiling at all. Despite the fact that they're just friends, she reminds me of Tosaka. Lately I've started to notice Sakura laughing in the exact same way. But she's probably just taking after her sister. No way. Am I getting surrounded by Tosakas? What kind of ominous nonsense are you muttering with that serious face of yours? Yeah, it's not the future I would wish for. So, what were you two up to anyway? And then, looking closer, I see a large number of documents spread out on the desk. What? It's some kind of business meeting? Right, a cultural festival meeting. I see. But why is Mitsuzuri with you? Is there some kind of issue with the archery club? That's because I'm the festival committee chief. Huh? That's when? All I get is a collective sigh. Speaking of which, it may not seem that way, but Emily is also what I'd spend this. My bad. Totally forgot about it. Well, none of the activities have started yet, so it doesn't matter. Cultural festival, is it? Even outsiders are welcome to participate, so both Saber and Ryder should get a chance to have some fun. Illiya hasn't been to one either, so there could be some trouble if I bring her along, though. What with her giant 8-foot tall attack? Husband is wrong. Dad. 8-foot tall attack dad. That's right. Anyhow, this is how it is at the moment. As we had some preparations to sort out, I couldn't accompany you while you were out fixing equipment. My apologies. I apologize if you're stuck on boyfriend still. I was reaching for male epithets. It's alright, everyone has their own job to do. And now, for the heater I came to look at. As I'm inspecting the heater, Mitsuzuri keeps staring at me. What's up? Oh, nothing. It's just you've been zoning out even more than usual lately. I hope you won't forget once preparations start too. Ugh. The stuff about the festival and the committee that we just talked about. Can't argue with that. Tell you what, Mitsuzuri's concern is very real, indeed. Illiya, come with me when you're done. We'll discuss the cultural festival matters in detail. Huh? Yeah, that'd be good. Please make sure he doesn't forget again. Right, leave it to me. Are you telling me to go home with Issei tonight? Yes, we are. You don't have work today, do you? No. Wouldn't have come to help if I did. Excellent. Mitsuzuri nods in satisfaction. Well, it better be more of a lecture than a discussion, but I haven't walked home with Issei lately either, so I don't really mind. What? Why are you so happy, Ryudo? Yeah, I noticed that too. I am not. I mean, not in that sense. I'm glad that I can do something in return for Emiya. Yeah, I got it. Well then, would you mind a bit more repair work? There's a long neglected broken air conditioner in the gym storehouse, and Ryuto and I keep going over the plans for the athletics groups. Although the archery club still hasn't figured out what to do yet. And so I'm shooting out of the student council room. Oh well. Can't back out now. The lease is finished. Moon repair it is. Whee. Sorry to keep you waiting, Illiya. Nah, I just finished up a moment ago. No worries. Sorry, that Zuri just kept expanding the agenda. Good grief. Am I really expected to approve a cake shop for an archery club? Do you have a big fight over just that? What's the archery club doing anyway? Anything alumni? No, as far as the idea goes, it seems to be a family restaurant parody. Focusing on cake sounds fairly interesting, but unfortunately our food and drink group is already filled up. I'm afraid the archery club will have to resubmit their proposal before the 11th. So that's how it is. It's tough for both the archery club and the student council president. Good work today. Working on a day off to keep things running behind the scenes. That's our president, Issei. Come now, it's always overtime work on the mountain. This is but a trifle in comparison. Not just at the temple. This is exactly the way he manages whatever he's undertaking he's responsible for. What are your plans, Illiya? Are you going straight home? Wow. I have to think about it. It's been a while since we went home from school together. Back in the first year, it's always been either Shinji or Issei. Shinji came along just for fun, and Issei went home on the same path as me. Hey, why don't we stop by Shinto? It's been a while since we last went there. Unless you really need help with something at home, of course. Don't you have a lot of mouths to feed yourself, Illiya? Is that alright? Thus, worrying about each other's matters, the question remains unsettled. Issei looks at me with his usual disappointed expression. Can't be helped. This discussion is nothing but a waste of time. Let's go to Shinto. Roger that. I wonder what we could do. Just chill, I guess. A movie or something. It'd take far too much time. It's either Neko Arc or Tiger Dojo the movie. Have you heard of anything about those, Illiya? Both of them nonsensical from what I've heard. Comedy, I see. They say it's more of a tragedy, though. Neko Arc. Like from Tsukihime? Get there one day, eventually, probably. Definitely next year, for sure. Tiger Dojo is, I mentioned it before, but it's like it's what you get when you get a bad end early in Stay Night. Ooh, shit, I'm way closer to the mic than I thought I was. What's up with that anyway? The game center is no-go for either of us, and, well, something like a pool is definitely out of the question. Well, I'm thinking, Issei comes up with an idea. Illiya, after a long while of ascetic temple life, I want to have a small bite of something sweet. Why don't we go to Verde? Yeah, they have a bookstore there. Why don't we do that? Yeah, let's go. And thus our destination has been decided. In the past, we used to just wander around aimlessly, and that's fine. But living in a temple constantly deprived of sweets and meat has got to be tough. That's the ascetic life. Weren't you going to buy a study or exam book? I did have something like that in mind. We chat while looking at the bookstore display. An honor student like Issei has got to know a lot about this stuff. Hey, speaking of which, any recommendations? School prep stuff? I have a few in a way. Although, I thought I gave you an overview of the study material already. That's right. It's always either Fujini or Issei who keeps bugging me. Hisaka sort of pays attention to my studies, but she's mostly keep drilling me on the magic front. Shit. Good grief. The rest of your classmates are busy with prep school and mock exams. Your exceptionally carefree attitude in this regard worries me greatly. If at least you could... Oh, wait, you'll be going into training, won't you? Yeah, that's what I heard. Like entirely devoting himself to ascetic practice at the Ryudo Temple after graduation. It's no wonder he seems so composed remaining at the president's post the whole 3 years. Right, secluding myself from the joys of the mortal world, resisting the temptations, concealing the body in black, the intention is to bind myself to Somaya. What's with that, Samaya? The temple's pretty big, but still. What? First and foremost, I'll be praying for the fulfillment of Emiya's aspirations. We'll not establish a solid foundation first, I believe. Issei cackles. My future's still unclear, but I feel safe knowing my friend is praying for my successes. I guess I won't be buying any. What about you? Sadly, neither am I. Let's go downstairs. Yeah. That stuff like obanyaki and soft ice cream. Ooh, that sounds great. In the corner of the underground food court, there's some space to have a light meal. Issei sure seems to have taken a liking to it. I guess he likes the hidden away from the public eye feel of it. That's always my favorite. Emiya, what is your preference for obanyaki? Red bean, whole. Not a perfect score, but you managed to pass. Had you stated cheese and custard, I'd have no choice but to call for divine punishment and re-education then and there. Well, sounds like he has plenty of preferences even for sweets. Offering a crepe from the flow sounds like a sure way to get Issei mad. Dosaka would probably like something like astringent, like jam obanyaki. Very well. For this occasion, I shall treat you to a strained bean paste one. Oh, much obliged. Thanks. Should Issei really go into seclusion, I doubt he'll be getting another chance for a sweet wafer cake. He should get them in while he has the chance. This was a nice day. We ended up packing the obanyaki into a bag and eating it on the way back. Even buying some extra as presents didn't hurt the wallet as much. Truly wonderful sweets for the masses. That's right, Emiya. There are a few things I'll need you to do next week as well. Like taiyaki and stuff? Well, that would not be bad. This time the cultural festival takes priority. It should also explain the finer details of the executive committee's role for you. Well, we can leave that for tomorrow. In view of obanyaki, it should be deferred for today. Crap, I forgot about it again. It's because Mitsuzuri got mad at me when you were going home like this in the first place. Forgetful. Yeah, I really am. Especially with cultural festival-related matters. How should I put it? It's as if I avoid thinking about it on purpose. But now that I've remembered, starting tomorrow I'll prepare myself and be as helpful as I can. Right, please do. Once the festival starts, there's a mountain load of matches that'll need your help with, Emiya. Saying that, Issei puts 3 more obanyaki into my bag. Please think of this as a prepayment for tomorrow's effort. Not like it worked just for the obanyaki, you know. Well, refusing an offer of alms, I will not do either. I'm always in your debt for all that trouble. That's right, he nods in assent. Going through the trouble to help Issei has become pretty much natural for me. It's already a habit. Well, it certainly would be impolite of me just to refuse it. Alright, I see. I will take it as a donation then. Emiya, the great deity of miracles. That's right. Speaking of donations, deities and avatars, are you aware of those matters? Issei diverts the conversation. I guess he wants to show another piece of his knowledge. Of course, I know nothing of the sort, so I just nod. Long ago, a dragon god lived in this river, and various rituals to appease him would take place. Oh? That's interesting, I never heard about that before. So the Autumn Festival now is somehow related to that god? I knew that an Autumn Festival and a Bird Day take place at Ryudo Temple, but I've never heard about their origins. Growing up at the temple, Issei seems to be well versed in those subjects. Expecting more explanation, I nod once again. Oh no, there's no relation to the modern festivals. A monk for the Ryudo Temple using the powers of the Buddha would spend 3 days and 3 nights in prayer to placate the raging dragon god. As the priest passed away, the people of Miyama would once again yearn for a virtuous monk that could claim an unruly god. Sorry. Oh, I have a feeling you've already heard this story about people with such powers disappearing from the temple. Another one of the complicated ancient legends passed down through the generations. I don't understand the old folklore very well either. What's wrong? Was it a boring story? Oh no, it's actually pretty interesting, but is there really a dragon god in this river? Gazing at the river, I feel no presence there. And besides, I suspect the modern-day river pollution would have taken its toll on the living conditions of the Great Dragon God as well. Alright, we're almost there. As I thought, strained bean paste is quite agreeable. You gonna give the rest to Raiken-san and Kuzuki-sensei? A peek at the open-yaki still in Issei's bag. Now that I have some as well, now I have some as well, but once I divide the number of people I have to split amongst. Compared to that, Issei's share. Last, I'm sure to get confined by father if he finds out about this purchase. It can't be helped. I shall request your assistance. Wait, are you planning to eat it all here? Alright, how I wish for some tea. The thought of manju and tea on the mountain is indeed frightening. I'll just come by to resupply you later, you say. The day turns to night. Hang around the Emiya residence, yeah. I can send my letter. That's right, the letter. That reminds me, she did mention something about sending a letter to Tosaka. Sakura, are you there?
Senpai? Sure, come on in.
She answers as if she's not. She's as if she's occupied with something. Pardon me. It looks like she's writing something. There is a somewhat large piece of paper on the desk. As I thought, you're writing the letter you were talking about, right?
Yes, I figured I'd make a report on the current state of affairs for Nessan. So hold on a moment, I'll be done soon.
Tosaka's currently in London. He's not exactly available at a moment's notice, so an opportunity to send a letter like this must not be wasted. This would have been much easier with email, but Tosaka stubbornly refuses to do anything with computers. Say, do you think Tosaka's going to be back before long?
Not in the next few days, at least. He said that October looks doubtful, and that she'll definitely let us know when she's about to leave.
I see. I guess the chances of her coming back before the 11th are pretty low. Things aren't going well. If only Tosaka were here, would we be able to solve this whole messed up situation? Well, maybe not, but we'd still at least find some clues leading to
it. What, do you really want Nessan to come back so much?
Sakura asks. She looks somewhat delighted. That's not really it. We can actually have some peace while she's gone. I mean, I really wouldn't mind if she stayed away for the rest of the year.
So what you actually mean is that it's okay until the end of the year, but you won't be able to endure it next year, is that right, Senpai?
Yeah. I'm at a loss for words. Sakura is getting more and more difficult to deal with day by day. Even without the older sister around, the younger one is becoming a pretty strong lady. With an environment this unique, experience must be just piling up. And now if Tosaka comes back on top of that, I wonder what's going to happen. Well, if Tosaka comes back, there'll be neither rest nor quiet. Let's leave it at that. On a serious note, I want to ask you something. Would you just write, "We need to talk" in the margin of the letter?
Is that nothing else? Nessan would overlook it if you don't put more feeling into it, you know? I mean, she might tear it up and throw it out if she thinks it doesn't sound desperate enough.
That's true. Can't argue there, she definitely could. Alright, just tell her we're having some problems and to call when she gets a chance. That we need her help with something. Oh, no, wait. I mean, she's busy. This isn't worth asking her to come back over. I'm sure she has her own problems to deal with. I don't really want to be a nuisance.
Yeah, let's not. Even if she could come, I think there's a good chance she might make things even worse. She's doing whatever she wants in London, and she won't restrain herself here.
Yeah, okay, let's not do that. You never know what kind of debt you might get into yourself. You might be getting yourself into when asking Tosaka for help. Being forced into servitude at her residence for a year is not unlikely.
Senpai, is that all?
Huh? Oh, the first one should be fine. Just ask her to call. If she doesn't see it, that's fine. We don't really need our lousy help. We can do this ourselves.
Ourselves. There. Okay, I got it all down. Well, I'm sending this out to Nissan first thing tomorrow.
Sakura's hands shift into high gear, putting the letter into the envelope and sealing it with a cute sticker. I was getting some evil vibes from Sakura's behavior just now. But I guess that's just my imagination. Alright, please do.
Okay, I look forward to it, Senpai.
That smile really bothers me for some reason. I get the feeling I've just triggered a switch that should not have been touched. A flag is raised, so a letter to Rin has been sent. Something in school. Oh, that's right. Not technically. Maybe I can put it off. So you get something at the temple, something with Castor. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hold on a minute, because I'm like dying of tired here. I'm going to mute the mic and do something that I feel like has been helping me out whenever I get like really tired. So just give me a minute. I'll be fine. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I don't actually know how much that helped, but I do feel a little bit better. I've been... Ooh. Do I want to talk to Castor or do I want to talk to Illiya? If we talk to Illiya... What if we talk to Castor? Yeah, I've been doing some voice lessons, and it's just to like help expand like a range or anything. And they've taught me some breathing exercises that I think they're nice and they help to expand like my lung capacity. But more importantly, I found while practicing them, like if I'm doing it when I get really tired, like it's like an instant like wake up. It's like kind of a shot in the arm. Anyway, I left the lunch arrangements to Sakura and went shopping. Now then, what should we do for dinner tonight? Already fall, and it would be real nice to have a taste of the season. Yeah, like chestnut rice or something. Walking around like that, I come upon Castor, probably buying groceries, same as me. She's holding a tote bag, looking at the storefront. Maybe fall out to her, I guess. I'll just quickly finish my own shopping. All done. Mackerel pike was on sale, so that's what today's main dish is going to be. The mushrooms were looking good too, so that'll go on the price. Thinking how much I put those ingredients together, I noticed Castor again. Since we seem to have arrived at the same time, she must have already bought stuff and is about to go back, but it doesn't look like it. There isn't a lot of stuff in her bag, and she's still looking at storefronts. That I realize that I can't just pass it by. I go greet her as a fellow housewife. Hey, Castor, what are you up to? Oh my, the boy from Saber's place. She didn't notice me until I actually got a lot closer and called out to her. I guess she was lost in thought.
What about you, boy? I wonder what you were doing here.
As you can see, I'm grocery shopping. You are too, right?
Yes.
With that, she looks at my shopping bags. I wonder, some of the ingredients I just bought are still moving.
Could it be that you can actually cook?
I sure can. We're pretty much in charge of all the housework, aren't you?
Yes, well...
The reply sounds a bit evasive. Anyway, it looked like you were wandering around. Are you, looking for something?
I wonder if you haven't been watching me all this time, boy.
Nah, not really. I don't really have that much spare time. I went shopping when you happened to be here, that's all.
I see.
If you're looking for something, perhaps I could help? You're not familiar with the area, right? Yeah, right?
Yes, that is so, but...
Her response is pretty vague. If I'm bothering you, I can just go home.
That's not it, boy. I simply don't know what to make in the first place.
I don't know how to interpret that. She hangs her head a bit and lets out a sigh.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't know what to do with the food stuff in this country.
Yeah. I see, so that's what it was. What did I think of it? Ryder said something along the lines of not knowing what to buy and how to. Well, no, the situation's a little different here. There. Alright, so just tell me what you want to make and I'll give you an idea of what to buy. The kind of food that Kuzuki-sensei likes, for example...
Soichiro-sama eats whatever I cook for him. I tried asking him and he told me anything I make is fine.
She sounds awfully happy all of a sudden, like some sort of strange switch is flipped inside her. Okay, if your beloved one is all you want to talk about, I'll be going now.
Stop right now, boy. That's not what this is.
Great. Live embarrassment if you get mistaken for newlyweds in the middle of a shopping district.
Then how about you just make what you can, Caster? He says he's fine with it, right? But Soichiro-sama seems to like this country's cuisine. And besides, it's a temple we live in.
Is this really the words of the witch that entranced herself to that temple to suck up energy from the population of an entire town? Well, whatever. Just tell me what you're planning to make already.
Let's see.
Cass just happily blabbering her way about her Kuzuki-sensei. I can't really bring myself to abandon her, and I eventually end up accompanying her for the whole shopping trip. But unbeknownst to me, it was the beginning of a lot of trouble. Ooh, interesting.
At the harbor.
Who's your Vietnamese? Okay. I'm really spoiled for choice on this. By the way, guys, I'm really tired today, so I've been really tired recently. Particularly yesterday. I went to bed early. I think I was already asleep by this time yesterday. Anyway, so I'm really tired, so I'm gonna finish up this day, October 10th, and then I'm going to my holidays. I'm just dying. Even my breathing exercise didn't. Anyway, let's go talk to Mitsuzuri again. Well, I just had lunch, so I guess I'll go for a walk. Number one recreational spot in the city, the beachfront park. Must-see location for dating couples. Date. The couples? No. Not when I finally get some solitary time. Throw the frivolous thoughts away and just take it easy for a while. It's a sunny day, perfect for taking a nap. But should you stay out late this afternoon, a chilly breeze is bound to remind you of the season. Ah, the joy of lazily wasting away this valuable time. Yeah, what a coincidence. A familiar voice. Mitsuzuri? Are you skipping? Ah, shit. I wanted to check the school. Well, I don't think... What, club activities? You said if I was some kind of club freak. That said, you have to admit, you used to be a far more devoted member than I ever will be. And so you did your best efforts to keep with me, didn't you? Did I really try that hard? Frankly, my part-time job and house chores kept me so busy that my memories of the archery club are getting quite thin. Did I? Well, even now, I don't think any regular members of the range go to the range any more than you or me. You had your part-time job and even helped the student council for whatever reason. I always wondered, when did you actually have fun? I was thinking the same with you. I keep working and play strictly separate. I do get my share of entertainment when no one's looking. Hello. I also distinguish between work, studying, and leisure time. I wonder. Oh, I also distinguish between work, studying, and leisure time. I wonder. Rather than on-off, you seem more like an on-on-on. She lets out a refreshing laugh. While I did say I try to live a full life, in reality, I'm not really that good at it. Rest, work, you can't really tell. Or so I thought, but here I see Illiya idling around as if he had a change of heart. What are you up to, a day? Meeting? Mm-hmm. Her perceptiveness is as futile as ever. A date, though. I don't think I wouldn't, but... Wait, you make it sound like it's Shinji or something. He plays around way too much. Although I would feel better if you were a little more like him. There's a thin line between plain shock and relief. Wait a moment, she's actually alone as well. Then I guess you're still waiting for your date? Me? With whom? And where? So you don't have anyone cute who could stand up against you? What is this? Your former self would just have nodded and left it at that. Now it sounds like I just love seeing a girl on her way to a date or something lovey-dovey like that. That doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, does this mean you're all alone too? Just like you, but... Mitsuzuri nods a few times. And finally, as if having decided on something, clap! Alright, if this is such a chance meeting, go out with me instead of Tosaka. A date with you? Go shopping with me at least. Well, it's not often that I get to see you around. Having a bonehead companion ought to be alright once in a while. In response to my jumbled muttering is very much a manly answer. Actually, it's like a just like a gender-bent Issei. As I attempt to grasp the situation, Mitsuzuri puffs up her cheeks in dissatisfaction. What, am I not good enough? No one said that. I think Mitsuzuri is actually quite a catch. She should get another route. She should get a route to herself. Must be so. There's always Mato or Saber-san or Tosaka. Guess I'm not up to par. I mean, you've been spoiled too much. Do you even realize that? I've already lost. If you're more into the beautiful type, should I introduce you to Ryder? As soon as I mention Mitsuzuri's one weakness, she goes quiet. Perhaps I should have mentioned that Ryder has been wanting to rent out Mitsuzuri. It's okay. And besides, isn't Ryder-san closer to Mata than you? I'm sure Sakura wouldn't mind. But back on topic, what's the plan for today? Date? Where? Conversation's taking a strange turn and needs to be forced back on track. Alright, let's see. You ought to have had a bite already, so take me out to tea. Next to the CD shop and check out some new songs and then to the game center. But you do realize I'm not accustomed to all the hustle and bustle of the gameplays, right? My gaming is limited to stuff like Uno or President at best. With a hint of uneasiness, Mitsuzuri lets out a theatrical sigh. Good grief. Anachronisms like you and Tosaka shouldn't exist in this age. Even Mato's more or less. Oh no, Tosaka's old-fashioned to a degree I can never hope to achieve. I try to object. One of my very practical ability to strip any machine down to bare metal for any repairs more than compensate for not being familiar with some consumer electronics. Say that after you've had at least gotten a cell phone. Although, I can't imagine any texting either. I concur. I guess I should get one after all. Neko-san always tells me that whenever I see her too. Neko-san? Mitsuleri looks at me quizzically. She's this person I work for. It's Fujini's old classmate. Ah, lady from Copenhagen. Yeah. Wouldn't you need one to keep in touch over your shifts and things like that? I thought I would probably end up being called to help with all sorts of stuff outside work. Maybe it's better if I don't. Well, it's all up to you. It's a matter of time, I bet. Mrs. Zoe laughs heartily. She really seems to be enjoying it, so... I'll make sure to teach you all about that. Be sure to bring Tosaka along, too. She'll get away, no doubt. If Tosaka were to see Coach Mitsuzuri's knowledgeable face, she'd be grumbling about it the whole day. Right, I'll teach you in Saber-san first. Then I'll say that she's the only one who's not up to date with technology. That'd probably work, and then she lays out her brainwashing strategy, grinning broadly. Nonetheless, defeating Tosaka's stubbornness, I can only wish her luck. That's something I would try myself. Literally trying to gaslight her into becoming more tech literate. Well, that's that. But for now, let's over to the game center. First person's game should be okay, yeah? Back again to that again. The first person? Something like that we could both enjoy at the game center would probably be those the shooting ones. Great, yeah, we'll be fine there. Who knows? Maybe we won't even need the continue button. Off to the station. I'll treat you to some tea. We should at least split the bill. But this always sets off at a brisk pace, then I have to chase after her. This really is a date, isn't it? But I mind. Maybe I should just keep quiet. No, I mean, cheer up. It's the first time I'm going to the game center with a guy. Oh, I know. You gotta go test punch strength, definitely. I can't help it. I'm too excited. She keeps urging me on. Perhaps calling it a date was a bit of a stretch. Anything new? Or okay. Let's call it a day. In and out of the game. Shit. Oop, shit. Okay, well. Well, we're already here. Oh, God. Hello, nice to meet you. I fall over from the shock. Oh, who, what, what are you? Who? Well, it's not like I have a name. I'd rather you didn't even ask me the question, actually. Right. I know that I am myself, yet I do not know who this myself might be. That is my dilemma. An unidentified being, I guess. Crap. The figure that warped out of some kind of messed up dimension. But enough of this troublesome talk. I'm the Sergeant, a mercenary that's been called forth to conquer evil castle left deep within this forest, Illiya's castle. And you are, let's see, number 46, Amikun of Fuyuki, blank Prefecture. Together with number 99, Saber-san, coming all the way from Britannia. Right, today's the day the evil castle will see its fall. Saber, when did you get here? A rude Shiro, from Illiya's field.
Good evening. How's everyone doing? Are you getting along with Shiro while I'm not around? Oh, you are? Okay, great. I'll kill you. Anyway, the new castle is now complete. Make sure you come by for a visit. Go ahead and bake it if you can.
Thus came a polite letter of invitation, did it not? Seeing you head out to the forest on the outskirts, I realized that the time had come to and hastened to join you. Invitation? I don't know anything about that. Anyway, don't you think that this person here looks really weird? Like she's at a different art style? Saber? Now that you mention it, the coloring seems a bit unfinished. Sure, I do not think that it's right to judge people based on their appearance. But that's not, like, blowing aside, doesn't the whole style seem off?
Shut up! Cut the chit-chat, recruits! It's 100 years too early for you to comment on the master supporting character, you miserable little pilot protagonist. See, Shiro, won't you get yelled at if you start talking idly during a mission? On the battlefield, a superior officer's command is absolute. Godlike, the absolute truth. Keep the grumbling to yourself and be part of the armed force. That's the soldier's duty. It seems you do not understand that, Shiro. Well said, Saber-san. Spot on. With the aid of Saber-san, the unstoppable war machine, it won't be long before Illiya's castle falls to the house of cards like the house of cards it is. Isn't that right, Saber-san?
I hope to see blood run tonight.
Excellent! This week will mark the victory of our troops. Right, and with that, are we all prepared? Shuriken, Saber-san, are you ready to start pounding your mouse?
Not only am I not ready, I have no clue what the objective is. Can I get an explanation?
Yes, welcome our loyal elite. What awaits you is a challenge of many a barrier. A long road that you must take to the evil magic of Illiya's castle.
I'm really tired, guys. I'm thinking really hard.
Defeat the Lollipura Lord and make the castle ours. And that's when I just might become a princess and rule over this land.
A crack of thunder. He's totally ignoring all I said, but at least I got an idea what he wants me to do. In other words, you can't reach the Ansburn Castle if you don't clear the minigame.
That's right. Up ahead is an evil land governed by impossible rules. Can be encouraged to fight to the better end.
Yes, the way it should be. No mercy. I will drive my holy sword into the backs of my rivals that dare advance ahead of me. There's no objective. Correct, Shiro? Saber's brimming with bloodlust. When it comes to competitions, anything but first place is absolutely unacceptable to her. That's our greatest weakness.
Yes, think of everyone except your own team to be your enemies. This time, the course will run up to stage 3. Jericho, Saber-san, become a team and defeat the many obstacles that come your way. Alright, let's go! A crusade to conquer the evil castle and is deep in the middle of the forest of a love game of you and me. We call it...
Oh shit, what the fuck? It's Illiya's castle. Wow, okay, wow, hey, wow. Wow. Right-click to use Noble Phantasm. Defeat the enemy. They successfully use a control spell. When servants get close to each other, there could be a fight too. Keep clicking to attack. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I don't have the spoons for this tonight. We're going to return the title. Oh no! Oh no, I can't back down from this. No! Please! I'm so tired. Ooh. Oh. Ah, that's fun. Oh shit. Platform chosen ones. The time has come to challenge the Winter Castle, but watch your every step. Many great trials await you. The image of your loved ones and family at your heart. I want you to overcome them all. 3 more days more free. No! Shake it off and become one with your master and sword and be a legend. Are you listening? That devil is still an apprentice daring to challenge me. Her teacher. Takeshi wants the hero and seek for herself? Put it simply, you are also in trouble. The peaceful times have finally come to an end. Yes, you, the nonchalant ones, lacking any attention whatsoever. You will soon understand that the ankle biter of a Holy Grail war feels. What? Yeah, what the ankle biter of Holy Grail war feels. Remember the time you feared your own place? Yeah, just like that. But now I am Taiga, stern to vow a heartless warship with no mercy aboard, engraved in my heart the spirit of my mind. Soldiers, I wish you luck in your valiant struggles. Flare up, one-shot lives. I will make sure you read the tutorial. The lying on pure chance will not keep you alive. However, as you keep progressing, remember that luck is still the final unknown. What if I want to... What if I want to not do this right now? Mew. Return to games. Choose. Jump mark low. As the stones aim for the next goal, their stones sink or explode, so be careful.
If you so much at the same time, there will be a fight. Keep clicking to push it off. Thankfully, shit. Ah, fuck. Yeah, fuck you.
Saber jump! Yo! Saber jump!
Saber jump!
Saber jump!
Saber jump!
この程度ご飯アクション
Laser really jumped in.
スピンよご飯よ
Is she yelling like dinner?
この程度はあ
It did. I think. Who got there first? Was it Ryder? Ryder got there, then wow. She's doing her cool pose. Between Sella and Laserette.
誰にも引けは取りません
What is happening? Flash the cannon and fire, aim for the goal, watch out for the maid superior, weapon and appearance of the rivals. You can use defeated rivals as shields. You should find weak weapons, weak opponents, defeat them and put them to use, however carrying a weakness of the issue. Make sure all the attack by a mysterious opponent. Near the goal, with the maiden pursuit, it is quite tough. His outrageous attacks make it quite difficult. Ignore him and keep on going. On top of that, he can't be defeated with regular attacks.
Gekio ko desu! Muteki!
Go, 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 go.
Muteki!
Oh, I'm still level. Okay. Ah, shit. Oh, that's fine. He just tried to attack me. Ow, fuck. Ow.
おとなしく刺されやがれスピードアップおのれ無敵
Oh, I'm invincible again. Okay.
やっておしまい
Yeah, can't do nothing. Ah, that's funny. He's done with assassin.
あいた
I lost my invisibility. I did it though. It's so weird and not what I thought I was gonna be doing. Oh shit, is that Berserk car? Die, roll.
行きましょう
Stupid fan slut. Paint Illiya riding in the Berserk car. As an exception, on the stage will fight together with your rivals. That occurs in inflicting sensory and also everyone's no advantage of each other for Berserk car. However, if you are one of the elite that managed to make it this far, you should be able to conquer it. Good luck, folks.
エクスカイバー
Oh, with the really hard one.
これがいいです
Ow. Ow. Fuck. Why is this even
これでも食らいなさい
Oh, interesting. I have no idea what that's gonna do.
私があなたを止めてみせる
Wish I could just do what I was saying, but it sounds hilarious. Oh no, they killed Lancer. Another lady, man. That should do it. Yeah! Nope. Ow. Ow.
Oh, she's rampaging. Okay. I'm gonna stay here in the corner with Lancer. Yeah, we did it. This is weird. I hope I can do this again later. Oh, please make this faster. 0 trillion, so Raider, Caster. Assassin showed up once. What? Is she saying something? I can't tell. Oh, she's collapsing the whole place. Illiya? Where are you going to live? It's so fucking weird. I finally get to the castle. It kind of feels like a lot has happened, but I'm letting the details go for now. It's already past noon. Now that I'm finally here this afternoon, Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. I don't know. Let's talk to Illiya in the castle courtyard. Come to think of it, what Liz said, this castle should have a courtyard somewhere. Stella is the one who looks after it, so I'd be mad if I just went on my own accord. If I'm with Illiya, though, there shouldn't be a problem.
Courtyard? We do have one, but it's pretty boring. If you want to go somewhere to play, don't you think the third floor that Rin messed up would be more fun?
That's more dangerous than interesting, so no. For now, I want a carefree day to spend with you. So let's go someplace where we can take a walk.
Oh? Then I grant you special permission to enter the flower garden. Will you be okay with wearing that? The courtyard's the coldest place in the castle, so you won't be able to enjoy it for very long without a coat on.
Is that right? Can I borrow like a scarf then? A tiny coat?
Sure, I'll bring my favorite one. I'm just going to get my coat too, so just wait a bit.
I said it before, but the courtyard's nothing special.
Oh, I said it before, but the courtyard's nothing special. Because the Ironsrins come from snowy mountains, we don't have a tradition of growing flowers inside the castle.
Still, Stella seems to have made a flower bed here after realizing that Illiya wished for one. She maybe seems strict, but deep down I bet that she'd love to pamper Illiya for a bit.
Okay, I'm opening it. I'm repeating myself, but don't be too disappointed, Shiro.
The door opens. A biting chill, unheard of for autumn, nips at my cheeks. A gray sky covers the old castle. Under the dark sunlight of eternal winter, the garden jumps into view. The breath we exhale turns white. This is a place where winter really has settled permanently. The profound silence seems almost like it's engraved into the courtyard itself. The castle appears to have been built in a U shape. The courtyard is probably right in the center.
See? You're disappointed, aren't you? Stella tried her best, but when it's so cold, you can't really grow any more flowers than this.
Lily's voice lacks confidence, but for a commoner like myself, this park-like garden can only be something to be admired. That's not true. It's large and yet well-maintained. The colors are vivid. Seeing flowers bloom in spite of this cold is a luxury at its finest.
I suppose so, but its elegance isn't what it could be.
Takeshi's Castle! That's what it was supposed to be like, I think. There's like a Wipeout-style game show. Anyway,
covering the grounds with fountains or building a great big canopy and letting climbing vines grow over it. A big show like that to make everyone go, wow, that's what we need.
You're really going for extravagance, don't you? I think that letting it be and look natural like this is much more calming, though. There's not even a greenhouse. Don't you think that Stella planted it this way?
Yeah, she only decorates for it at special occasions and keeps it like this the rest of the time. You know, Stella's actually really gentle when it comes to plants and animals. She says that things are happiest when they're allowed to live simply and display their natural colors.
I see. She does say some pretty meaningful things. Does that mean that all the flowers in here were already naturally growing in this place?
I think so. When I first came here, the courtyard wasn't maintained that well. But Stella and Liz did a lot to improve the soil and put the flowers that were already blooming here into more nutritious earth and added slate to the soil that was already here to reinforce it.
He talks as though it happened ages ago. But even then, the fact that some flowers were still here when Illiya came means that 10 years ago this courtyard had been covered with them, probably. I see. So that means someday this whole place will have plenty of flowers once again.
Yep, and when that happens, I suppose I'll forgive it for lacking in elegance. Stella said that she wants to take time raising them, so I'll look forward to seeing what they'll be like in another 2 years.
Courtyard grown into a flower garden, huh? I told her so myself, but it really turns out that way. If it really turns out that way, then this will become the most luxurious spot in the whole castle, without a doubt. We continue our aimless stroll through the courtyard. Illiya's about twice as energetic as usual, running to and fro across the grounds.
Look, Shira, there's a little bird on that branch over there. Would it be nice if she built a nest? Huh, there's something written on the pedestal over here. Let's see now. Date? On this day, construction of the flower bed began. May I be able to raise strong and healthy flowers within it. Wow, I can't believe Sally made a commemorative carving. Oh, it's like something out of a girl's comic. It's so unlike her. Stop! Stay away from this, Shira. There's a trap for burglars over there. If you step on it, you'll fall straight down into the dungeon.
Though it's definitely true that just watching her is making me feel energetic as well. I could walk all the way to the forest like this.
Shira! See that budding branch up there? Know what it is?
Huh? That would be, I wonder what kind it is. I don't think it's walnut that much I could tell.
Wrong. It is indeed a budding walnut tree. This one is known as a wingnut, and though you'll note its shape is different, it's a member of the walnut family all the same.
Shoot, is that right? You sure know your trees, Illiya.
Yep, I know all about different kinds of walnut trees. Kiritsugu was such a sneaky guy, I ended up remembering all this too before I knew it.
Here.
Kiritsugu means Kiritsugi, though. Oh, that's right. I shouldn't suddenly bring him up in front of Shiro. The reason I came here was because I heard that about Kiritsugi's son and came to kill him.
Illiya's expression turns pensive. That was my mistake just now. Illiya was just keeping a light conversation going, and I had to go and screw it up. Sorry, it didn't come out quite right. I know you didn't mean anything serious.
No need to apologize. I was just as careless. Neither of us handled that very well, so let's forgive and forget. And besides, I don't know what to do if you apologize like that. You sure are quick to look relieved, aren't you, One-chan? You still look upset. You still so upset, though.
Yeah. Those little devils is still in top shape, I see. But even so, I feel that she's not motivated by hatred, but rather by affection this time. That's the role of the older brother, to just accept the situation. Got it. I'll be more careful, since I don't want to die just yet. I'll prepare myself so that if you're going to come at me, then I'm ready for you. Anytime.
Okay, then whenever I feel like being spoiled, I'll come and assault you. No excuses next time.
She answers with a smile. It looks like she's about to pound on me. I'm gonna pick out myself into here. I really have to double the intensity of my training now. What were you saying before? What did you mean when you said Kiritsugu was a sneaky guy? The old man do something to you?
Yeah, he did. He was really sneaky. So when he went looking for winter buds together, he would count all kinds of walnut trees I've never even heard of. Like wingnuts or Platycaria. I only knew the regular walnut trees looked like, so there was no way I could outcount Kiritsugu. But even though he knew all that, he never told me there were other kinds until I noticed myself.
You only knew the what red walnuts looked like, so you could only count those. But Kiritsugu would count the blue and yellow walnuts too. That really is totally unfair. How can you hope to win against 3-to-1 odds like that? The old man was pretty immature himself.
I know! And even though Mother knew, she never told me, and I had to figure out everything myself. She even said she was jealous that I got along so well with Kiritsugu. Even though they got along really well themselves and were together all the time.
Illiya thrust her small lips out in a pout. That gesture just now is really cute. Hold on, you said that your mother and Kiritsugu were together all the time. From what Saber told me, Kiritsugu was living alone. Maybe Kiritsugu left his wife and daughter behind and came here to fight alone. That's what she said.
Ah, that. Like I said, Kiritsugu was a sneaky guy. Certainly during the previous Holy Grail War, Kiritsugu fought alone without leading Saber. That's a lie. Kiritsugu brought Mother along with him to Japan, and he was definitely using her as a master's role, having never really talked to Saber. Because of that, Mother died. Kiritsugu decided he would fight alone, win alone, and continue on to the next round alone each time. But no way was everything going out that smoothly for him, right? In the end, Kiritsugu could not betray himself. He chose to leave my mother, Irisville. No, both of us behind and fight alone. Billy's account of the events from 10 years ago is awfully fragmented, and I don't think I'm quite getting everything. But what I do understand is... So when Kiritsugu came to Fuki, you were left all alone, and Billy's mother died here in the city. No, that's not it. Even after Kiritsugu left, Mother was always with me. The woman who died for Kiritsugu's sake in the Fourth War was definitely the same mother who gave birth to me. And furthermore, I think the one who was really all alone wasn't me, but Saber. I said so before, but Kiritsugu and Saber never understood each other right up to the end. Saber told me the same thing. Kiritsugu never really talked about her in the end without allowing the Holy Grail to take form. He ordered her to destroy it with a command spell. I see. So that means Saber was acting independently of Kiritsugu? She'd have to, wouldn't she? There might be some times when they work together, but most of the time they just went their separate ways, is what she said. Saber was always really open with me, even knowing that I was Irisville's child. Oh, that's Saber. She even thought I was a standard Ironsburg homunculus at first, not Kiritsugu's daughter. Awfully rude of her, don't you think? A war 10 years ago. Even though she remembers it all, Saber obstinately refuses to talk about it. It's already in the past. Now, all the participants are gone. There's no reason to dig up old bones. However, there's still those who feel the scars of those times there. Here, a survivor of the war, and a girl who had left him alone in the war of 10 years past. If the two would have the same father, spiral of fate must still be turning as it always has. Come on, Shira, don't make that face. We can't forget about the past, but we don't have to drag it back out either, right? We are who we are. It's fine if we go on living our way. There's only honesty in that smiling face. As though to cheer me up, Illiya turns to look straight at me. Thank you. I'm really happy to hear you say that. But still, it feels like something doesn't add up. You said something about still feeling unsatisfied before. That's another story. There's no changing how things turned out with Kiritsugu. That doesn't change anything about you, right? Which means that chasing after you, Oni-chan, is already my life's work. Thank goodness, Millie seems to say as she frolics about. Is this what it feels like to be overflowing with affection for a younger sibling? So now that we've cleared that up, let's talk about something less boring. We finally have time for ourselves. Let's use it properly and go play. She pulls my arm to urge me along. I can definitely agree with that. Alright, let's go play until the sun sets. Let's see. Why don't we head to this forest? Yeah, let's. And I can teach you all about the different kinds of walnut trees while we do. Even though it's far away, this is still the Ironsburg forest. There's probably more walnut buds than we can count out there. Illiya takes my hand in hers, and together we leave the garden. A search for walnuts that spans the divide of 10 years. A bond that a man formed with his younger daughter long ago. The baton has now been passed to me. Oh shit. It's almost sunset. It'll be dangerous to go through the forest after sun goes down. So if I'm going back to the city tonight, I'd rather take my leave to the castle pretty soon, but... Shira, are you gonna go home? It's already so late. Why don't you just stay here for the night? Illiya called out and stopped me before I could depart. My lady, I am sure that Emiya-sama has matters of his own to attend to. You must not make unreasonable demands of him. Emiya-sama is a gentleman, having already come uninvited to the castle. He will surely not be so shameless as to spend the night here as well. Is that not so, Emiya-sama? No way! You wouldn't leave so soon, right, Shiro? You'll spend the night here, right?
Two pairs of eyes, one sweetly pleading and one ice cold, are trained at me like the barrels of a gun. It is the fourth day. Let's stay the night. Staying over for just one night should be fine. Dipper won't worry too much. I'll call her and let her know I'm spending the night at Ainsburns.
Shiro, are you going to stay here?
Thanks, Illiya. I'll take you up on the kind offer. I'll be happy to spend the night here.
All right, together with Shiro. Now that's decided. We needed to get everything ready. Sella, prepare a room for Shiro.
Illiya bounces up and down happily. Sella suddenly thinks, you have no dignity, Shiro. I misjudged you. Well, I always saw you as zero in the first place. It's okay, though. It's okay. Enjoy this brief taste of happiness. I can feel a definite pressure coming from her.
Let's get dinner ready. Bring the best wine and meat. Prepare us a feast like no other. Yeah, got it. Illiya, I'll do my best. Today I hunt the master of the forest.
With that, the ever-expressionless Liz leaves the lobby.
Hey, Shiro, let's go to the salon. Stella's going to prepare a room for you, so let's relax while we wait for dinner to be ready.
Okay. I'll be in your bed today, Stella.
Please take no notice of me. Emiya-sama should go work to meet my lady's expectations. Please devote every last bit of your energy to play the part of a charming gentleman properly.
She quickly looks away and starts up towards the second floor in a huff.
No need for that. My Oni-chan is pretty charming without even trying, isn't he?
I wonder, there must be some truth to what Sala said. At least clinging tightly to me. When she says something like that while looking up at me this way, I can't help but feel awkward.
It's okay, just like you always do. It's such a special occasion. Shouldn't we all eat together tonight? It'll be just like dinner at your house, with you, me, Liz, Sella, and Berserker, all five of us eating together.
Is she happier having dinner at my place than here at the castle she lives in? Illiya seems truly happy as she proposes dinner with the entire family. Well, this is a castle after all, so why don't we? But will Berserker be able to fit in the dining room?
You're right, that might be kind of hard. Maybe I should have him stand outside the window?
That's scary in its own way. Imagining a Berserker sitting outside the window, sadly holding his knees, makes me think of Saber waiting for me. In that case, let's eat outside. It's a bit cold out, but if we build a fire, it'll be warm enough. If everyone's outside enjoying themselves, it can make for a pretty fun barbecue.
Yeah, I want to do that too. I'm sure Berserker would love it.
Alright, good. Barbecue is something I can help out with, so I'll be able to repay you for letting me stay here. We were preparing the meat, so I'll be in charge of vegetables. Illiya, can I use the kitchen? I'll be borrowing the vegetables in there. But wait a second. Why are you clinging to me? Well, wait, Illiya, hold on. At least tell me why you're doing that. I keep struggling, but she refuses to release my arm from her grasp.
This is so great. I'm so happy. Thank you, Oni-chan.
Her strength increases as she squeezes me, so finally I just resign myself to it. Illiya looks so happy she could cry. I don't know what's gone into her, but she's happily holding on as hard as she can. Well, it's okay. When I see her face like that, the embarrassment I feel just becomes trivial. An unexpected decision to have dinner in the castle. If such a small thing can bring Illiya this much joy, I'd make the same choice every time. The dinner scene or the after dinner scene? This is your room, Emiya-sama. Please proceed. Seriously? So, after the heartwarming uproar of the barbecue, the reception I'm getting is now colder than ice. Rather nice, I don't excuse myself. If you require anything, please call me. Wait a minute! What is it? You... Did you say that? I was supposed to sleep in here. At the best of times, this castle is in the middle of winter cold. Don't you much ever sleep here? That. In that case, do not worry. In the corner of the room is a sleeping bag. It is an inferior quality chronophone laser purchased at Mount Miyama, but it shouldn't be too much for you to handle, Emiya-sama. Just as she said, I can see a sleeping bag and a mattress laid out in the corner of the room. But that's not the problem here. Sella, even with the sleeping bag, it's impossible to spend the whole night here. To ask bluntly, I'd like you to show me another room. In spite of what you may have heard, I'm just a regular guy. It's not every day that I spend the night in the castle, so I'd like to try sleeping in the luxurious bedroom.
I acknowledge your request, but this is the only guest room available at the moment. My apologies, Emiya-sama, but you have no choice but to agree to stay in this storeroom.
You said it. You definitely just said that this is a storeroom.
Oh my, forgive me, I spoke in error. More properly, this guest room was a storeroom an hour ago. It seems the wine from dinner is still affecting me.
Stella giggles, a gentle smile on her face. I wonder if I've ever seen such an unhappy smile before.
My head is swimming. Please excuse me, Emiya-sama, but I shall not retire for the evening. For your own protection, I should tell you that all the other rooms have been locked, so please don't go walking around the halls unnecessarily. We have just implemented a special burglar extermination spell tonight. You carelessly open the wrong door while looking for the bathroom. We'll be inviting your own death.
It's a revenge. It's a revenge for everything up until now, isn't it?
You are quite the joker, ho ho ho. What reasons could I possibly have for seeking revenge on Emiya-sama, whom I hold in such high esteem?
She seems to be enjoying herself. It seems like she's glowing over the spoils of victory.
Then allow me to excuse myself. I wish you a memorable night, Emiya-sama.
The devil has fled. She turned off the lights as she went too, just to be thorough.
Well then,
Placed under the house, semi-arrest like this, should I just quietly go to sleep? Try my best. Now that I'm alone in here, the first thing I'll do is check out the room. It's not all that bad being shut up in here this way, but the fact that Stella seemed to enjoy it so much is another story. This room's not booby-trapped, is it? No ceiling that'll descend and crush me, or fire that'll go out of the floor, or walls that close in on me, or water that'll flood in, right?
well, it seems safe enough.
After investigating the room, finding it free of any traps, either modern or antiquated, it feels safe for the time being. Even you're not evil enough to do something like that, eh, Selen? Well, it's good. I'm tired, so I'll turn in for the night. I'll just fall asleep in here. Man is the kind of animal that, if he really puts his mind to it, can sleep just about anywhere. I don't know who's talking.
Sure, are you in there?
Illiya? Hit up from the floor at the arrival of a sudden visitor. In through the door comes Illiya. After a glance at my surroundings,
What are you doing in the storeroom? Shiro, can you not relax unless the room looks like your storehouse?
no, this is my room for the night. Looking what must be somewhat desperate, I hold in a yawn as I answer her. Oh, she's definitely shocked now.
There are plenty of guest rooms you could have used. Did you ask to stay here because you didn't want to impose by chance?
That's not it. Sela just went, "This is your bedroom, Emiya-sama," and shut me up here before I could do anything.
Eh? Oh, Sela, what have you done this time? Having Shiro stay in the storeroom like this.
You said it. I thought you'd at least let me sleep in a bed. You must not, milady. A doghouse is more than appropriate for an underfed dog that may bite you at any moment, albeit lacking in taste as he is. I'm sure he will voice no objections to it. Ha ha ha.
Honestly, this is an embarrassment to me as your hostess. Shiro, I can't allow you to stay here.
Burning with righteous indignation, Illiya pulls me towards the door by the hand, but... Oops, shit.
You must not, milady.
Dark maid appears without a sound. Do these maids just appear at will anywhere in the castle or something? And though her uniform is mostly white, it certainly is appropriate to call her dark.
Sela!
Milady's most gracious hospitality is entirely wasted on a commoner of such suspicious breeding as this one.
Still, though I had originally planned to place him in the kennel outside, I only made ready this room for him, but went to great pains securing the sleeping bag for his use as well. By my judgment, this warm demonstration of our Einsberg hospitality is well beyond what he deserves.
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
Sela, please prepare a guest room at once.
Milady.
I cannot let Shiro sleep in such a place. He is my guest. But is it not forbidden for the mistress of the household to allow outsiders to say so indiscriminately at the castle?
Not good. This is turning into a quarrel between Stella and Illiya.
Pardon me, guys. You two.
After clearing my throat, I draw their attention. I speak up. Personally, I'm fine with this.
Shiro?
I mean, I got a roof over my head and windows that won't let the draft in. The sleeping bag doesn't even seem to have any holes in it. This is more than enough to tide me over for one night. It's a big step up from sleeping in the forest ruins out there, that's for sure.
You have my admiration. It seems that you possess an unusually discerning eye for quality, Emiya-sama.
Stella slowly nods. She seems almost sincere. The keyword being almost. Oh, I dropped some frames. That's interesting. I wonder when that was.
So as I was saying, I'll stay here for the night.
I got to eat such an So as I was saying, I'll stay here for the night. I got to eat such an amazing feast at dinner. I feel like I can handle anything.
All right. I'm very glad to see that we are in agreement, Emiya-sama. Now then, milady, time has come for lights out. Let us return to your chambers.
Good night, Illiya.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Will I?
I noticed that neither of them said goodnight.
You've got to admit, as a bedroom, this place is severely lacking in creature comforts. All I have to do is for it to stop bothering me is fall asleep. The creaking of a hinge reaches my ears, as I was finally starting to fall asleep too. The moment, though, I thought that, I realized someone else had come into the room.
Oni-chan, are you awake?
Illiya? You came in here alone this late at night, and trust me, it is late at night.
Yeah. It's not about what happened, is it?
Oh, yeah, it's not about what happened, is it?
It is. Even Stella's not up this late. I know you were trying to put on a brave front before, but there's no way I can leave you here all night.
Oh, yeah. She came all this way alone in the dark of the castle night just for me? Refusing her after all that would be more impolite than anything. What an idiot I am. I should have just said yes on the first time he asked. So where do you want to put me?
Somewhere really close. Why don't we sleep together in my room, Oni-chan?
Illiya's room, huh? Sounds good to me. What did you just say? Sleeping in her room. And together at that? Idiot. Like your little sister. No, wait. If that's the case, what's the problem? I mean, nothing really small, but she's still a lady. There's definitely a problem with just jumping in bed with her there. Well, really, this whole situation is nothing but one big problem.
What's wrong, Shiro? You look restless.
Nothing's wrong, and yet an incredibly ominous feeling is clinging to me. I can't go, and yet I can't tell her that I won't.
Shiro, do you hate the thought of going to my room that much?
Is it because I had you personal there before? No, it's really not. It's...
If you don't come to my room, then I'll just have to sleep in here.
She lays onto the cheap air mattress. I've decided I can't allow Illiya to sleep in a place like this. I see.
Well then, Illiya, do you really mind if I take you up on your offer? Of course not. Hooray! I can do this Shiro all night.
She's in a good mood. If that's all it takes to make her happy, then this must have been the right choice. Right? That prison cell, temporary guest room, can't even be compared to the gorgeous bedroom I find myself in. Sleeping here with Illiya will be much more relaxing than spending the night alone in that room. Or so I thought anyway.
Shiro, would you face that way?
Huh?
Obviously, I can't go to bed wearing this now, can I? I'll be done in a minute.
That's right. It's different for her. What's up? What is it, Illiya?
Could it be that you want to watch me? I don't mind if it's you, Oni-chan.
Hey, now, what the hell do you think you're saying? They may not be quite old enough to feel it, but there should be some natural shyness between a boy and a girl.
All right. You're no fun to tease at all, you know. You know that, Shiro? Go ahead and look the other way for a minute.
I do as she tells me. True, a part of me does regret the missed opportunity. Like it's like weird and freaky. With that, silence returns to envelop the room. I hear the rustling of clothes
And after that, I sense her slipping under the covers behind my back. Okay, Nei-chan, all done. That's cute. This is cute. Okay, this is fine. Illiya and I lie in bed side by side. Even if we both stretch out our arms and legs, there's room to spare. Hey, can I move in closer? Fine by me. Since the bed is so wide, we ought to get in as close as we can to keep out the draft. I won't be able to look Settle and Liz in the eye if you end up catching a cold because of me. Yeah, you're right. Well then, excuse me. Her body snuggles close to mine. The laughter, though colored with a slight shyness, is happy. Coming here was the right thing to do. This bed is too big and cold for such a small girl to sleep in alone. Shiro, you're so warm. It's like sleeping with a hot water bottle. Hot water bottle? You sure do things the old-fashioned way around here, don't you? Yeah, it reminds me of something that Mother once told me while Kiritsugu was away. She said it's even colder there than she thought it would be, and she missed her hot water bottle. I think I finally understand what she means now. Illiya nestles closer, rubbing her cheek against my chest. The way she's holding on to me, I almost feel like a big teddy bear. Speaking of which, the room sure has a lot of them. Do you always sleep with the stuffed animal? Oh, like Bonificus and Otto? Yeah, sometimes. Actually, she's still thinking of pretty unique names for them. The thought of Illiya dressed in her pajamas and cuddling up to a teddy bear is a lovely image, but also a very lonely one. Tonight's the first time you've ever seen me in my pajamas, isn't it? What do you think? Do they suit me? I pat her subtly inquisitive head. Her hair is smooth and fine as any silk. She smiles under my hand and snuggles up against it. They're adorable. You're like a princess in a fairy tale. Until now, nobody's ever told me that. Gentle warmth has begun to permeate Illiya's little body. She should be able to drift off into a peaceful sleep now. Oni-chan? What's that? Did you ever sleep together with anyone when you were little? Long ago, Kiritsugu had a tendency to take off on long journeys at a moment's notice, so he wasn't around much, and Fujini didn't stay over much back then, so I didn't really have any memories like that. How about you? You sleep over with your mom, maybe? It seems like a normal response to her question. But as the words left my mouth, I felt it tighten her hold on my chest. Her body went rigid as though out of fear. I gently shook her back to comfort her. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have brought that up. I never had anyone else to sleep with either, so I'm a little nervous. At last, the tension fades from Illiya's body. Her faint warmth and gentle, sleepy breaths resume. I've always slept alone in this bed, and it gets so cold. Now that you're here with me, Oni-chan, it's so nice and warm. A yawn follows at the heels of her drowsy proclamation. Today was just like a dream. It'd be wonderful if I could sleep together with Shiro every night from now on. I'd be so happy. Half of what she's saying at this point must be sleep talk, but I know she means it. Through her drowsiness, Illiya speaks almost as if someone who's no longer there. Sure would. Although every night would be kind of a stretch. I'm pretty sure I toss and turn in my sleep too. I'll probably feel pretty disillusioned after tonight. I already knew all that. I make sure to fix you so you don't. So you don't have anything to worry about. I feel her wrap me tighter in her embrace. The warmth has permeated my body too. I can feel my eyelids growing heavy. I feel like I'm hearing my own voice from somewhere far away, although it belongs to another person. You really are hopeless without me, Shiro. The words of the half-asleep Illiya tickle my ears. Her body's faintly warm and soft like a kitten's. We should go to sleep now, Illiya. You're right. You have another busy day ahead of you tomorrow. So, I'll see you tomorrow, Oni-chan. Sounding well satisfied, her voice fades into a murmur before gentle, sleeping breaths replace it. Feeling her body temperature against me, my confidence drifts from reality into a happy dream. The night of the fourth day wears on. I lie submerged in happiness gentle enough to bring tears to my eyes. In the midst of the many ends now approaching, this slumber remains the only point of pure, unclouded bliss. Which is why it's a little sad Because if it's this perfect, the loss when I next open my eyes will be the greatest yet in these many new beginnings. Nice. Exit. Restart. Whoa. All right, that one was a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, guys. But I hope you guys had fun. That's at the end of the day. I can only hope that you guys are enjoying this. So that's all for me for today. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night, day, week, time, and I'll catch you later. I'm dog tired.